we need to wrap up and show you guys all the books that we read
in 2025. Charlotte, what's it called?
Intermezzo! Intermezzo! How could I forget? Why did you put yourself through this?
I don't know.
I read so many good books this year.
I ate this book up. Oh my goodness, I loved the concept. I loved everything about this.
I'd probably give it a 2.5.
So that must mean you really liked it.
Yeah. You see those people who are reading like 200 books?
200 books.
300 books.
300 books.
400. No, but
I think you're being a little reckless, Charlotte.
Maybe. You're not funny.
This next one that I read and listened to the audiobook with. This was
a weird one, right?
Yeah. Without further ado, we're just gonna jump right in. Hey Bookworms! It's Mom, aka Sarah.
And Char.
Welcome back to our channel. To start things off, we both want to say Happy New Year! Welcome to 2026. But before we can officially start 2026,
we need to wrap up and show you guys all the books that we read
in 2025. Guys, we're just gonna speed through this because honestly, who can remember what they read all the way back in 2025? I feel like it's so far back.
Yeah, we're going to a year ago, okay?
Yeah, so we're just gonna kind of go through these books pretty quickly. Maybe share with you the rating, but I know for myself, I'm not gonna elaborate too much because my brain is not that savvy. It's not gonna remember all those things, so.
Yeah.
Whatever she said, is that
whatever she said, yeah. They play some of my books for most of 2025. I was actually able to write a review for some of my books.
Yeah, a book basically.
So
a book. You wrote books. I saw them.
I wrote books.
Yes, your reviews were books. They were so extensive and in-depth, girl.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Just a couple.
So
anyways,
without further ado, we're just gonna jump right in, and Char and I are just gonna alternate. So beginning with myself, I did end up reading The Final Offer by Lauren Asher, and this is the Billionaire series. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Yeah, the Billionaire series, the Dreamland Billionaire series. I had read the two first books and really wanted to read book number 3, which I did not really love. I believe I gave this book 2 stars. Yeah, so we're not going to talk about it much. That's what happened with this one. Kind of wish I never read it, but we did.
If you want an in-depth review, Mom actually has a whole video on her reading that book. So if you want to see just like her thoughts on that, we'll link it to this video.
Yeah.
For me, first book of the year for me was Fifth Business by Robertson Davies. I read this one for school actually, in my English class, and I gave this one a 3-star. It was okay. It was one of those books that you don't like the main character. It's like real life, and so you're just watching everything happen, and you really don't have an opinion, kind of.
Okay.
So things that's going on, but yeah.
Yeah.
That was that.
So this next book we actually read together, and it's called The Crash by Frida McFadden. What'd you give this book?
I think I gave it a 3-star.
Yeah, I think I gave it a 3 too.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable, quick read, interesting, very Frida, but this one was kind of basic. It was like, was it basic?
This one, I think we could tell what was going on. What was going to happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
next one I read was Beartown by Frederick Bachman, and 5 stars. Loved this book. I also read it for my English class, and yeah, just loved this book so much. Everything about it, highly recommend.
Which is why I want to read it too.
She's gonna read it, yeah.
Okay, so the next book I read is The Unwanted Guest by Sherry LaPena, or LaPena. That one I gave it 3 stars. Yeah, it was okay. I liked it, but I don't love it.
The next one I read was Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman, and this one is a recommend from Mom. Really like this book as well. I gave this one a 5-star. Everything about it is just, it's so heartwarming.
Yeah.
I really love this book. It's like a hug.
Aww. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next one I read is A Partner Plot, and honestly I kind of thought I was gonna really love this one, but I think the story kind of fell flat for me. Overall, I don't know, it didn't have a lot of depth.
Yeah.
I feel. So it was just hard to connect with the characters. Overall, I gave it 3 stars. So I guess it was fair. 3 is fair.
Yeah. Next one for me is The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. Also another recommend from Mom. And these recommends are good. Like, I gotta get some more because this one was another 5-star. Y'all, the year was the beginning of 2025 started off strong. We got all these 5 stars here, okay? And this one was a what do you call it? A magical looking, like,
magical realism.
Yes, that's it, magical realism, and I loved it. It was so good, actually. Just,
it was a 5-star for me too.
Yeah, definitely. It's really exploring worlds and just like life and you know how everything branches. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah,
definitely recommend.
So this next one I read is called Somebody's Wife by Robbie Renee, and that was my first book, I believe, by this author. Overall, it was a very small read and it was really good. I actually accompanied with the audio, and I liked this book, but it did have a little bit more spice than I anticipated, but it was a really good read overall, and I gave it 4 stars. I think this was one of those stories where it was short, which was cool, but I also felt like if it was a little bit longer, it could have told a little bit more. I felt like it kind of ended abruptly, so yeah. Next
one for me is 5 Survive by Holly Jackson, and this one, I think I gave this a 4-star. I actually really liked it. I like how it ended. I did guess the twist in this book, but it was still enjoyable. Like, I really did like that the twist went how I wanted it to, because I didn't want it to go any other way, to be honest. And yeah.
This next one that I read is called Woman on the Edge by Samantha M. Bailey. I'm familiar with this author. This one was my first book by her, and this one was a little convoluted. I actually had a hard time following this book. I also did listen to the audio, but regardless of that, it was just like still a little bit confusing. Overall, I gave it a 3 just because the story was captivating. It did keep me interested, but by the time I got to the end, I was like, okay, girl, what did I just read?
Yeah, I remember you explaining that book to me. I did not understand anything.
Right?
Especially because like when a book goes back and forth between, I think, the present and the past,
yes.
you really have to make sure that you're concise on what's the present, what's the past.
Yeah, and when it does involve like convolution and characters playing multiple characters or portraying and stuff like that, it just becomes a bit confusing. So yeah,
there's that. Next one for me is Tress of the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson. Oh my goodness, this was my first Brandon Sanderson, and what's so funny about this is I listened to this book when the whole family was sick. The whole family was sick, and so we were just on the couch and like audiobook and listening to this book, and it was amazing. I love the narrator. Actually, it's really interesting when like it's a guy narrating it and like there's a girl who's the main character. But I really enjoyed it. It was actually probably one of my favorite books. I would say,
nice,
because just the world building, Brandon Sanderson's world building is actually incredible.
And that is one that I actually want to get. I've had that one on my book list for a while, but I haven't gotten it yet. It is out of my genre, so I don't just readily pick it up. Yeah. But it's on my list to get because you're vouching a lot for it, and I've had it on the list for a while, so I think I need to get it too.
We need the physical book in our hands, please.
This next one's called The Air That He Breathes by Brittany Cherry, and I believe this was my first Brittany Cherry book. Honestly, I enjoyed this book. I did give it a 4-star. Her book is just a lot more than just romance. Like there's so much depth into it, and I really, do you remember me sharing this book with you?
I remember a little bit.
Yeah, and there are times when so I really loved it up until like the 3/4 of it, and it got to a point where I'm like, okay, like, come on, like, you know, when they start playing games. Yeah. But then, you know, she redeemed herself, and I gave it a 4-star overall because I just love that the book had more. It wasn't just strictly based on romance. Her book is written in a form, it kind of reminds me of like Kennedy Ryan, not necessarily her writing style, but just in the fact that they do write and offer a lot more depth to their books, and then the romance is included as opposed to the other way around.
Yeah, I love that. You know, like something like a base. You like a base to build the romance on.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what they say, you know, with the house you need a firm foundation.
Exactly.
Yep. Next one for me is A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer. And this book was actually so fun to read. I think it pulled me out of like a little bit of a slump. Honestly, when I was getting into it, I didn't know how long it was going to take me because it's a slightly thicker book. But I think I read this in like 2 days. It's a take on Beauty and the Beast. And I think I gave this a 5-star. There's like micro things that I was like, oh, just little details, but honestly, they can't bring the rating down. It's such a beautiful book, and I actually picked this up, I think, yesterday, to look through it again.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I love this one so much.
So this next one that I read, and I just want to also preface this with the fact that the ones that I'm not showing you physically are the ones that I obviously did either just read on my Kindle or listened to the audiobook or read just on like iCloud Library or something along the lines. And there's actually 2 of mine that I just couldn't find. I kept looking for it on my bookshelf. I just don't know where I put them. So anyways, this next one I read is called Annie Bot by Sierra Greer. Never read about this author before, but Annie Bot was a very interesting book. The concept was definitely interesting, but the content to me I found just so yeah, it was just a lot. It was just heavy, and I got like a little irritated with the characters throughout, and yeah, I honestly, as soon as I read that book, I was like, I need that book to go. I just can't.
Yeah.
So overall, I gave it what rating? I gave it 2 stars.
Ooh. Also, you tabbed this one, right?
I did.
Yeah.
And not for good reasons. I tabbed it because there was just too many things.
Yeah.
Did it
have a trigger warning in the beginning?
I don't recall. Maybe, you know what? Maybe it did. I can't say because I did get rid of the book. I ended up giving that one to my sister because I figured, you know what? Okay, maybe she can read it. Like, it's just, the idea is interesting. There's lots of aspects of the book that I think, that I really, I don't want to say enjoy, but it's like watching a show that has a lot of drama and a lot of that type of stuff, and you're like sucked in. I was sucked in because I really wanted to know, where is this gonna go? So I was glad that I read it, but I just knew that I wouldn't reread it.
Exactly. Yeah. I think a good comparison is Margaret Atwood.
The Handmaid's Tale?
The Handmaid's Tale. I think that's maybe kind of a good comparison in a sense. Next one for me is Letters to the Lost, also by Bridget Kemmerer. I loved the last one so much that I went to go look at her other books, and this one was available on Cloud Library. Y'all, this is actually one of my favorite books. I think, like, one of my top books, just because I love it so much.
I feel like a person like you would have a hard time finding, like, determining what your favorite book is, because you have a lot.
Oh my goodness, I find it so hard now. Like, I read so many good books this year, especially like at the beginning. This one, honestly, I would count as like one of my top 10 books. I love this, and I need the physical copy. Like, I need it so much.
So this is what happened, is that you were busy sucking all of the 5-star energy away, and I was getting stuck with all the 2s and 3s. Now I understand what happened.
Yes, now. No, honestly, but you should read this book. It was contemporary. It was so cute and beautiful, but also like it just touched base too on some real topics, right? Especially like also on mental health and different things like that. I love this. I really loved it.
Oh, nice.
Bridget! Thank you!
She don't know you, girl.
What she does?
So the next book that I did read, Charlotte's already laughing because she knows. It's called Intermezzo. Charlotte, what's it called?
Intermezzo! Intermezzo! How could I forget?
This book, oh my gosh, this book was dragging me. Like, I just felt like I was being punished. Anyways.
But who was punishing?
You.
Who was punishing you? You were punishing yourself. Why did you put yourself through this?
I don't know. Okay, so initially I gave this book a 2 after reading it, but then I think I went back. I challenged myself in my thought process, and I went back and I gave it a 3. Is it a book I will probably read again? No. I don't know. I think I said, I actually think I might have said yes, just because it is contemporary.
Yeah.
Contemporary, I love contemporary because there's lots of different things going on. Backstory, I love that. Just love learning about all the lives, all the things that everyone's experiencing. It's really enjoyable to just read.
Yeah.
So I love that in this book, but it was just a writing style that I didn't love, and I didn't love the formatting of it. Like, it was like every word a period, 1 word period, 3 words period. I was like, why? This book consisted of a lot of the shortest sentences in a book in the world, in a lifetime, Probably.
Hold on, we should find a line in it. Find a line.
Like,
no, some of them they were either like really long
or really
short.
short. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's not forget about the
also
run-on sentences.
Remember, Sally Rooney does not use quotation marks.
That too. So to differentiate when a person was always talking, sometimes it became confusing. I remember passing this book around in my family and asking everyone to read it, and everyone was feeling the same way. There was a particular sentence, run-on sentence, that was probably like half a page long, and everyone was like, their brains hurt. Yeah. Anyways, intermezzo, everyone. Clap for it, Char. Your mama made it through, girl.
Well, yes, you did make it through.
And I also read that on vacation and on the way back.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
You were strong.
I know.
You were strong.
Thank you, girl. Thank you.
Clap for her, y'all. Next one for me is Not If I Save You First by Allie Carter. This is just one of those random books that you like, that you see, that you're like, I've never seen that before. Let me pick that up. What's it about? And that you forget about 10 minutes later because it's not that memorable. It's, I think I gave this a 2.5 star?
Okay.
I didn't even rate this book.
That's really good, Char.
I'd probably give it a 2.5, 2.75.
So
it wasn't that, it was okay.
So that must mean you really liked it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't really have much to say about this book. Read if you want to.
Okay, so this next one is called The Goal, and it is by Alexandria House. I did listen to this one on audio. I don't own this book physically. I gave it a 3-star, and honestly it was like a classic romance, except this one did involve sports, and it was unique in the fact that it was a black hockey player. I mean, there are black people in hockey, but very far and few in between. So,
and in all the hockey romances, how many times do you see a man of color?
That is true.
Please.
So this book was interesting in that fact, and you know, it was just really entertaining because once again, Alexandria House, she kind of writes again like Brittany Cherry in a sense, is that there's depth to the book. It wasn't just surrounding romance, even though that was a big part of it. They touched base on different things that are like real life things, and it just created depth for the book. So that explains why. I mean, I did give it a 3-star, but it was also a shorter read. Yeah.
Next one for me is The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson, and this one I think I gave a 3-star. This one was enjoyable, but also was kind of slow, and I didn't like the ending that much, and it was also predictable. But altogether, it amounted to a good book.
How many stars did you say?
3 stars.
Oh.
Yeah, so, okay. It wasn't bad. You know, Holly Jackson, she's good. She's good.
Is she good?
She's good.
Oh, okay.
I think I've read all of her books now, except for a novella and her newest one, which I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, she's a steady author.
So the next one that I read is called The Mother-in-Law, and this is by Sally Hepworth. I gave it a 3-star. And yeah, this was another one that was a little bit convoluted for me. It was interesting, but forgettable, because honestly I can't really tell you a whole lot. All I just remember, if I'm trying to remember the book, all I remember is there were some confusions. Yeah, so
Confused.
Next
one for me is We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, and this one, really love this one. I just kept seeing on Book Talk people read this, and then they were like bawling their eyes out and they were crying, and I'm like, well, what are you crying about? And they're like, oh, this book broke me. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pick it up.
And did it break you?
And also, I mean, yes, it's sad at the end. It actually made me cry a little bit. Books don't really make me cry, honestly, but the ones that do, like, they touch my heart, you know, what can I say?
Now I'm curious, is this the same We Were Liars, the one that we did watch the series to after you read the book?
Yes.
Okay, and we did like it. We enjoyed it.
Yes, we enjoyed the series.
Did you enjoy the series more than the book?
No.
No, okay.
No. The book was better, I would say. I just loved the format of it, and it was also she adds a lot of metaphorical writing. So when I first picked it up this is before I actually picked it up to read it, I was kind of confused for a second. I was like, what does she mean by this? You know?
Okay.
And I didn't know she was being literal, and then later on I'm like, nah, she's not being literal. She being metaphorical, my girl. Okay. So yeah, it was a really good book though.
Nice.
Very, very fun. Very fun. If you read it, you'll know what I mean.
Oh gosh. So the next one that I read is called One of Us is Dead by Geneva Rose. I don't know, I feel like I gave it a 3-star on here, but I honestly feel like I gave it a 2. I don't understand. Let's be real. This is a book that talked to you that reminded me of like it was like teenage drama.
Yeah.
This book deserved a whole 2 because I couldn't even keep it on my shelf. I was done and I was like, it's gotta go, it's gotta go. That's why it's not here for me to physically hold it to share with you, because I donated it somewhere a long time ago. Not much to say about it, except the women in this book were catty as heck, and it just reminds me of why it's so difficult to have women friendship, because there's so much cattiness. Then again, this is a particular type of catty group as well. Yeah. So there's normal struggles with making friendships with just normal women, let alone the cattiest group of them all. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, this book had to go. It's okay if you're into the drama, but this drama was taken a little too, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get you. Next one for me was Paper Towns by John Green. This was my first John Green, and I feel like he's a pretty well-known author, you know? Yeah. He's like a staple for YA, and you know, I liked it. It was a good book. I think I gave it a 4-star, and this one, it took me so long to read, to be honest. I read like 5 chapters in like 2 weeks, and then one day I just like sat down, I'm like, I'm gonna finish this book. And I put on my headphones, was listening to music, and I read the book, and it was good. I liked it a lot.
Okay.
There we go.
This next book that I read is called Beach Read by Emily Henry. I really wanted to love this book, but I had a hard time in some parts of it. It was just so dragged out, and I don't know, you know, it's just one of those books that's very anticlimactic. It's built up because everyone else says it's really good, so you read it and you anticipate that it's going to be really good, but then it's letting you down. But then you're putting yourself through the torture because you anticipate to reach at the climax that everyone's saying is so good, but you're still not there. Yeah, I did read Beach Read earlier, and I think it was sometime last year, the year before that, in maybe 2023, where I tried it, and then I just put it down on the shelf, and then I decided to torture myself some more and pick it up. But then I did tell you that the end redeemed itself.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
good. I did give it a 3-star overall. I thought it was okay.
That's good. That's good. I feel like a 3-star is like, you know, it's steady, you know? Sits in the middle.
So note to self, sometimes you got to just put down the book, give it a break. I'm telling myself this more so than anyone. And sometimes you can pick it back up again, and it might work out for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go. Next one for me is Audrey and Bash Are Just Friends by T. Williams. This one was really cute. I liked it. I think I gave it a 4.25. And this one's actually a continuation to the other T. Williams that you read. I think 7 Days in June. I didn't realize that until, I think, the end. Until I finished the book. You might want to read this just as a continuation, right?
Yeah.
From the other one. Overall, it was really funny. I think there are some things that it didn't exactly have to add for like a YA. In sense, you know, just micro things, but overall, like, the story is really cute.
And the thing that was interesting to me though is the fact that an author writes something in for the adults, and then they write a connecting story in the YA. I find that to be really interesting.
Yeah. I
mean, it's not to say that adults don't pick up YAs, right? But it's like the YA is going to appeal to the YAs, and then they are then what they need to do, read the adult stuff in order to connect the dots, or like what are they supposed to do? I'm a little unsure. So yeah. So this next one that I read is by Maya Ariel. It's called When I Think of You. This one, I just love the cover. The cover has been, it's just giving, like, oh my gosh, so cute. However, this book, I gave it a 3-star. I found that the characters were kind of they were
annoying?
Well, this guy, I can't, like I said, I can't remember it all, but the male character kind of annoyed me, and so did the female character, I believe. Overall, there are just parts of it that just annoyed me, and I found it kind of annoying to get through. It's one of those ones that you're just reading again, anticipating it to get better, and it just kind of felt, you know, whatever. But overall, it's really cute. Some people will probably differ if you like annoying characters.
Drama in that sense with
I'm saying, I just thought the characters were annoying. Let me know if you read this book and you thought that. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah. The next one for me was The Party by Natasha Preston. And this one was a thriller. It was actually really funny to read for a thriller, right? And just because it's a classic, everything's stacked up against the characters. I think I gave this a 3-star. I listened to the audiobook and yeah, I didn't want to spoil anything, but you know, yeah, you can pick it up.
Oh, so this next one is The Wedding People. Who is it by? It's by Alison Espache. This one was an anticipated one. I remember when it came out, I heard a lot of people talking about it, and I really enjoyed it. It's basically about this wedding and this individual who ends up just being, you know, a part of a celebration. I don't know, I don't want to go into details, but I really enjoyed it. I also love the fact that it's called The Wedding because I read it around my sister's wedding.
Yeah.
So it just made it more enjoyable, like just being around like a wedding setting, and it just kind of put that in the frame of mind. Yeah, really enjoyed it. I gave it a 4-star.
Oh, that's good. Next one for me was Lies Beneath by Anne Greenwood, I believe. And this one was a 1-star. This one was a 1-star. I don't know what happened. Like it was like a dip.
What happened?
This was my first, I guess it was like a merman one. Not a mermaid, it was a merman one. And I just did not like it. I didn't like the family relations.
Oh my.
You can just understand what I mean by that.
Oh wow.
It was a very interesting book, and I would not recommend. But pick it up if you dare.
Okay. So this next one I read, it's called Summer Fridays by Suzanne Rindell. This one I actually really enjoyed. Okay, so a fun story. I did put this into my Goodreads. I don't know what happened. The time frame's messed up, as well as your girl's rating. Okay, so I don't even remember what I gave it, but I know I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it a 3.5. Overall, the story was really good. At the beginning, I was like, I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel, but I grew to actually like it. But there were also things in there that were just kind of frustrating. Yeah, so 3 stars it is for me. Love the concept, love the cuteness of the cover, and yeah, definitely I'm pretty sure I'll keep it. I'm not sure if it's a book I will read again, but I did like the concept of it because it was very different, right?
Exactly, yeah. I thought the concept sounded really cute.
Yeah.
But how well you make the concept reality definitely depends.
And in case you're wondering what the concept was, her boyfriend is basically at work getting close to someone who just happens to be his girlfriend. And so it's that kind of concept. And it was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it made for an interesting read for sure. Next
one for me is Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch, and this one was just a really cute summer read. It was just, I don't know, it's just fun to read, you know? It takes place in Italy. All the vibes were there, and so I think I gave this one a 4-star, 4.5. There's a movie of this book, and it's nothing like the book at all. I'm so disappointed.
Don't you love when they do that?
I just love that. Like I watched the trailer. I'm like, what the heck is this? Did they stick to canon at all?
Charlotte, it's called Love and Gelato. That's what it is.
Oh, as long as there's love and as long as they're in Italy, it's the same thing.
Maybe it's love and clamato.
It's love and, oh, no, what did we say last time? We said love and pizza? It's gonna be love and pizza. It's not love and gelato, it's just love and pizza.
Love and pizza.
The ripoff.
This next book that I read is called The Hotel Nantucket by Ellen Hildebrand, and now this was my first book by her. Listened to the audio with it, and I think overall I enjoyed it. I did give it a 3-star. I think there were some parts that I was just like, huh, why? You know what I mean? This book is long. This book has a lot of characters and I think that was the issue, is just trying to follow them all, trying to like, this is a lot to keep track of. And so listening to the audio, given that I'm one of those people that will be vacuuming and cleaning and listening to the audio, if one of my children come and say hi mom, and I miss something, thrown off.
Oh,
thrown all the way off. So it's one of those books that, yeah, you gotta pay attention.
Yes.
So audiobook for this one, I would say is like, it's good, but you have to be disciplined enough to go sit yourself down somewhere and not just be preoccupied doing all the things where you're not going to hear everything that you need to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's that. No, it's like, well, that's my life.
That's my life. Oh, I just love that. Next one that I read was Yellowface by R.F. Kuang, and actually we both read this one.
Yes, we did.
Oh, right? You listened to it first, I think?
Yeah.
And then you lent me the audiobook, and then I listened to it afterwards. And so good. I think, what star did you give this one?
I don't know. I honestly, I think it was like a 5-star read for me.
Yeah.
I started reading the book, and then of course I always at some point find the audio if I'm cleaning or something. I'm like, I want to listen to my book, and the audio was just so dang good that when I recommended to Char, I was like, you need to hear, you need to listen to the audiobook. You need to listen. And then my other daughter, who was reading it as well, was like reading it, and she's like, no, I don't. I like to read, but then she listened to the audio. Golden, like chef's kiss, like she loved it. So yeah, it
was really good. And like, it's so funny because I think it has like a 3 point something average, like maybe 3.7 average on Goodreads, but because it's like a controversial book, right?
Yeah.
And that's also what I love about it though, because it's purposeful in its controversy, obviously, you know, but looking at both sides of the argument. And it was a really fun read, to be honest. The narrator, the main character, it's so interesting.
It's a book I definitely would read again and would listen to again.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this next one for me is called The Last Mrs. Parrish. I did listen to this one. I gave it a 4-star. I ate this book up. Oh my goodness. I loved the concept. I loved everything about this book. I was just so captivated, and it delivered like left, right, and center. It wasn't one of those books that kind of left you with gaps.
Yeah.
Not for a second did I feel like, oh, it's missing something. No, it just kept going and going and going. I'm not sure why I did give it a 5-star. I think the only reason why I didn't was because it was semi-predictable, like it to some degree, and that's why I didn't. But overall, great read. Love it. Got book 2 waiting.
That's true. Next one for me is The Summer of Broken Rules by K.L. Walther. And this one, I think I gave this one a 3-star. It was fun. It was very summery and everything. I listened to the audiobook, but I didn't very much like the romance. I think it was too rushed. It takes place over a span of a week. I think on like day 3, they were like kissing and everything. Like, I love you. I'm like, I don't know about this.
Love it. First
you guys
sight.
don't know each other. I think that just irked me a little bit, and yeah, it was okay. It was cute though.
So this next one that I read, and I just want to confirm, for The Last Mrs. Parrish, I didn't have the physical copy, but I have since bought book 2, or book 2 was gifted to me, so I still need to buy book 1. Okay. Anyways, this next one that I read is called Everyone in My Family Had Someone by Ernest Cunningham. Oh, that name, last name. Oh,
wait, is it by Ernest
real?
Cunningham?
Yeah.
Oh, it's by Benjamin Stevens.
Oh, who is that?
Oh, that's the Ernest Cunningham series.
Oh, it's the Okay.
There we go.
Charlotte, we're on camera. Stop.
Oh no. I was like, I thought his name was like Benny.
I gave this book a 4-star, and I really loved it. I also accompanied it with the audio, and yeah, it was just really interesting hearing everyone's story, and the fact that everybody in this family just really did, like, what are y'all doing? What is going on for real? So listening to everyone's story as to how they became, you know what, it was interesting.
Yeah.
It was very interesting.
This is what I really want to read.
So yeah, 4 stars, definitely. I recommend this one.
Charlotte! I love it. Ooh, okay. This next one, or these next ones, okay? It's a series.
You're totally cheating here.
Okay. I read The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han, and this is because over the summer and a little bit over the summer.
You turned pretty?
Over the summer. Did you not see that? We became addicts, I guess, to the show. Fine, say it. I was trying to find another word, Mom. But sure, if you want to label us as that. Backwards. I read the whole series and it was so fun. I can't remember. I gave this one a 4-star.
Yeah.
I gave this one I think a 4.5 5.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave this one a 5-star.
Oh wow, that's really
So
cute. It was like progressive.
It was progressive. And I just, honestly, I love it. I love it. I love the show. I love the books.
Yeah.
Of course, obviously, there's just like, there are little things, but who cares? Give me the movie now.
Well, the little things, was it really Jenny Han or was it just Belly?
Oh, that was Belly. It's not Jenny. Jenny's writing, please. Jenny's writing is so easy to get through. I read this in like a day, okay?
Mm-hmm. And when we watched the series, I literally said, I'm like, this woman can do no wrong, because I just loved her series and the way she wrote.
Exactly. And the fact that she was so just in the process of making the show, and also she's making the movie right now. Yeah. I just love that. I love an author who gets into, you know, making books on TV, like, as it should be.
Exactly.
Anyway, love, love, love.
Okay, so this next one for me is The Favorites by Lane Fargo. Oh my gosh, I really love this book. I enjoyed it so much. It's so funny how I remembered it and I really loved it in the moment, but at the same time it's like semi-forgettable, but I really liked it. It's a figure skater romance book, and honestly it was really, really cute and really good story. Yeah, like, eat it up. Read it again. Yes.
Next one is Reckless by Lauren Roberts. I've talked about this book way too many times. If you watch our videos, you know I've talked about this book way too many times. I gave this one a 2-star, I think. Yeah, I think I gave it a 2-star.
I think you're being a little reckless, Charlotte.
Maybe. You're not funny. You know how I feel about this series. We're gonna see how the 3rd book pans out, but
will you read it again?
I don't know about that.
This next one that I read and listened to the audiobook with is called The Midnight Feast. By whom? By Lucy Foley. This was
a weird one, right?
Yeah, very much so. You said it, girl. That's all there is to say.
That's all there is. There
was a little bit of a story and I enjoyed aspects of it, but it was weird overall. And then it was just like, yeah.
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 3 stars. That's it. Next.
Next. Okay.
Oh
next one is The Fury by Alex Michaelides. This one we read in a book club. Me, Mom, and then my sister. We love Alex Michaelides' what is it? What was it called again? The Silent Patient?
Yes.
We love that one. I love that one. One of my favorite books. But we gave this one. What did you give this one? I gave it a 3-star.
I can tell you right now, girl. I gave it a 3-star.
Oh, you gave it a 3-star. And I think Gabriel gave it a 3-star. So overall, between the whole book club, it was a 3-star book, okay? And it was so slow for us. But at the end, it was that classic, oh, you read this many pages in like the first 2 weeks, and then bam, we read this in a day because we gotta get it done.
Yeah, like we started it and it was slow. We read into it, and the story itself isn't bad.
No.
For some reason, it's just like, it just feels like it keeps going and going and going on, and so it just felt a little dragged out. What did you guys say that he wrote this? How he wrote it?
Oh, he pantsed it.
He pantsed this one.
Which means he was just like writing. He was just writing and he was like, where's this gonna go? Who's gonna be the main character? What are we gonna do?
I want a pants a book.
I want a pants book too.
Oh.
Yeah, I think overall it was a good book. I really appreciate the very end of it though. If you know, you know.
So this next one that I read is called Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. This was my first book by this author, and I have a few that I was collecting, so I am really glad that I finally got my hands on, you know, cracked one of her books open, so to say. And I really, really loved it. I didn't know what to think. When it first started, I was like, Charlotte, I don't know how this is gonna go. But your girl has learned not to judge a book by its cover or like the first few pages, you know. So I went on, I read it, and honestly, I just loved the book. I loved the characters. I love the female character in here. She could be a little annoying sometimes, but she was okay. And it just so happens that the male, I think someone said that Abby flipped like the trope in a sense, like she tripped she tripped.
She tripped.
Flipped the characters, because generally this male character kind of plays the role of how the female character usually is. Like he's he was the one that was the most likable.
Oh, okay.
And it was just really, really well done. And I love all the backstory and all the things that went on. It was such a cute story. Yeah, I love it. So that motivates me to read a bunch more of her books that I do have on my shelf.
Next one is Welcome to the Fake Cafe by Jennifer Kropf. Loved this one. This was a 5-star for me. It just gives such like cozy vibes. And that's mainly what you wanted from this. Fairies from the Fae realm come to the human realm, and then they have to learn to like integrate into society and do human things. And I just thought that was really cute, and it was the perfect amount of plot and fluff. I love that.
That's cute.
5 stars.
Okay, so this next one is called Good Girl, Bad Girl by Alice Feeney. This is once again my first book by this author. This book was interesting. While the concept was great, there were some things that I wasn't loving, but the concept was really good, in a sense. Yeah, I can't remember everything, but there was just convolution and just a few things that were just like, huh? Like, anyways, it was a 3-star. I'm not gonna burst my brain to try to memorize all the things to point out the same way I didn't burst my brain to read it. I just kind of read. I was like, as I read certain things, I was like, you know what? Let's just keep going. Because I don't know what the heck this is about. We're gonna keep going.
The camera just turned off, which is why the lighting changed for a whole sec. But the next one that we read was The Locked Door by Frida McFadden, and this was again part of our book club book. So me, mom, and my sister read it all together, and this one was, I can't remember what I rated. I think I gave it a 3-star.
Yes, looking at mine, yeah, I gave it a 3-star as well. It was just a typical Frida book, fast paced.
The twist at the end was kind of fun. I would say it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
You guessed the twist.
Yeah, I did.
It's like, when you consider a bunch of possibilities, yeah, I wasn't able to guess the twist, but it didn't also make me that surprised. Does that make sense? But anyway, I love a good Frida book.
But I love her writing. Yeah, it was good. The next one that I read is called The Wilderness by Angela Florney. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right, but never heard of this author. I kept hearing that this book was about like a bunch of Black women sharing their stories and stuff, and I was really interested, so I gave it a shot. I gave this one a 4-star. I think at first I kind of wanted to give it like a 3.5, which is why I ended up rounding it to a 4, but my real rating is probably just like at the 3.5. I really enjoy the story. There's lots of different aspects of different things, different journeys, different people. Of course, it's about 4 women, I believe. And so while there are 4 women, they also include other characters. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They surround other characters or involve other characters. So there's just like a lot to take in. And I found it a bit overwhelming, to be fair, because we were bouncing back between different people's stories.
Exactly.
And so that was where I think the negative 1.5 star went, because I found it overwhelming to follow. But overall, I enjoyed different aspects of the stories, and it touched base on some real life things and real life matters, so those definitely keep me interested. So it is like a contemporary, I'm not sure what specific section that this author put their book or label it as, but to me it did read as a contemporary fiction. And yeah, it was obviously okay. I gave it a 3.5, and I think that's pretty good, right?
I think that's good. The next one for me is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. And this one, I actually really, really loved the process of reading this book. It's like magical circus. It was actually just really beautiful. Just the writing style and the characters and just the way that she puts everything together. It takes place over multiple years. So each chapter starts off as like, oh, this is the date. And so like, I'm here doing like math with the years, figuring out, okay, how old are they now? What's going on? Because she doesn't like outright say it. And so I'm having to like piece things together. But overall, I just really liked how everything came together. She obviously put like a lot of work into like the world of how everything ties in, like from past to present to future.
I'm glad you like
Yeah.
this book, because this is a book that was sitting on my bookshelf for over a decade. I've always loved books and I've always been reading them, but I took like a big hiatus between reading. So this one sat on my bookshelf and I'm glad I never got rid of it, because I gave it to you.
Exactly.
And then you read it and really liked it, so then I ended up getting another copy for myself.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's really cool that you loved it, because now I
Exactly.
want to read it too.
Yeah. I think I give this one a 4.5 star.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Good. So this is another one of those ones where a discrepancy happened on my Goodreads. But this one's called Favorite Girl by Monica Aria? I think it's Aria. This book, I don't remember my original rating. I want to say I gave it a 3, maybe even a 2.5. It kind of reminds me of Annie Bot in a sense where it's one of those where the concept can be okay to a certain degree, but then there's so many things, like obscene things. I don't even think obscene is the real word that I'm looking for, but it's just, yeah.
Yeah, so many just, I guess, heavy topics.
Heavy. Yeah,
yeah.
and not even just the heavy topics, but it's just like, it's so
Wild.
Yeah,
Crazy.
and it
Yeah.
was, some things that happened in this book, I'm like, oh my gosh, like
Like, what
the
was the
heck
author thinking?
what am I reading, and what did the author, like, what was she doing before she read this book? What? That's like, I just can't wrap my head around the things that she wrote in this book. So I remember when I shared this one, like at the mid-year wrap up,
Yeah.
one of you guys said that it was shared with us that you loved it. It was one of your favorite books. So I can understand, like, books have definitely appeal to everyone. I think we're reading, and it's like, for some we might be able to completely separate, and for others we read and we're like, huh?
Exactly.
And so I feel like for that one, while I felt like I separated, understanding that it was just fake, I still just found it rough to get through in certain parts, because I was like, this is just weird.
Mm.
Yeah. No judgments. Just my thoughts.
The next one for me is If You Could See the Sun by Anne Liang. And this one was, I think it was magical realism, because the main girl, she can turn invisible, and then she starts doing illegal things. Or like, it's like the classic, oh, I'm gonna find out secrets about people and then not necessarily blackmail them. She's helping people, but also not helping people at the same time. And, you know, there's a reason behind this. If you wanted the reason, go read the book. I gave this one, I think, a 3.5 or a 4 star. It was cute. I really liked it.
So this next one for me is The Proposal by Jasmine Guillory, and this was my first time reading her book as well. I have a few of hers. When I first started reading, and it was, you know, everyone shared various authors that were really cool, and so I collected a bunch of hers as well. I was really excited about this one. It is a baseball trope, right? Or
Yeah.
sports romance, and overall it was really good. I gave it like a 3, but there are aspects of it that really annoyed me as well. I think I don't know, I feel like I just get annoyed with some of just like the typical trope things, like it's getting good and then it gets bad and then and just all the in-betweens of why it happens can be so irritating. This one was okay. Gave it a 3 star.
Okay, this next one I read was Falling Like Leaves by, I think, Misty Wilson. I gave this book a 4 star. I think it was a new release, and it was really cute. It was a fall romance. Girl goes to, like, cozy town after being in the city, and I think it's also a second chance love. I found it really cute, actually. I listened to the audiobook. The vibes, it was so cute. Just, like, being in the town. People said it was very, like, Gilmore Girls. Because it's like, oh, like coffee and like it's watching the leaves fall and like the pumpkin patch, things like that. I thought it was really cute.
We need to give that a try again, because we attempted it once, but you guys weren't like into it initially. We didn't really get anywhere. We didn't even get into like an actual episode.
Oh,
So-
yeah, exactly.
so, yeah, that'd be
yeah,
cute
I
to
definitely
watch.
want to watch
Yeah.
the show. Because so many people say it's good,
It's
and
so good.
I'm like, okay, am I missing out a little bit?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you should listen to this audiobook.
Uh-huh.
Or just read the book.
Yeah.
Falling Like Leaves.
Yes.
Very, very cute.
Okay, so honestly, I'm going to tell you, the next series of books for me, it was just like, oh my gosh, the end of the year is coming. Your girl needs to get some books. So I was like popping out some last minute books that were short reads or short audio. This one's called Tell Me Lies, and I did listen to this one on audio through Audible. I gave it a 4 star. This one was like really good. Oh my gosh, it was just a really interesting book that kept your attention things were, you know, it just moved smoothly all the way through. I gave it a 4-star because I actually wish it was a little longer.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's why I gave it a 4 stars, because I wished that it was a little bit longer, but you know, because the ending it felt like it was a little bit abrupt, while it could have just added a little bit more, which would have been like, oh, because you know, it was one of those things, it's so captivating, you're like, oh, what happens, and then it just ends so quickly and you kind of want more.
Yep.
Yeah. And that one is by J.P. Palmer.
The next one that actually Mom and I both read was The Housemaid's Wedding, which is 2.5.
Yeah.
Was this needed? I don't think so. I don't think this book was needed. Thank you very much. I gave this one a 2-star, I think.
This one was it was just anxiety ridden, really.
Oh my goodness, there were so many red herrings. Goodness gracious.
The whole book was red herring.
Yeah, please. What was the best part? I guess the end? The last
2
minutes? Yeah, because the audiobook was not even that long. I think it was like an hour and something.
Yeah.
An hour and 45 minutes, I would say.
Maybe it's longer, but we listened to it at like darn near 2 speed, if not 2 speed.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Read it at your own risk.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one was definitely unexpected for me. It's called The Perfect Divorce. Once again, a lot of these books I'm showing you don't have physical, so Perfect Divorce by Geneva Rose. Okay, can you tell why I'm surprised? Because she's the same one that wrote, what's the other one called?
Oh.
That called One of Us Is, and I gave an absolute 2-star. Yeah, okay, so when I came across this one, I was like, to risk or not to risk? I decided to take a risk and read another one of her book, and so I absolutely love this one. There's just so much depth. I honestly couldn't, I don't want to say I couldn't believe it's the same author, but I guess it was a completely different concept. She did her thing with this one. Such a good read. 4 stars all around. I don't remember why I gave it 4. I think I just didn't give it 5 because it just didn't feel like a 5. I go off of the feeling for a 5. When I'm done reading a 5-star, I feel it in my core, okay? I didn't feel that one, but I was like, okay, then the next best thing is a 4 because I really enjoyed this book. Yeah, that one.
Next one for me is Reboot by Amy Tintera. This one was a random for me, but I saw it and I'm like, wow, I love the concept. Like, it just sounds so interesting. Let me get into it. And it started off steady, but then it just got so slow near the end. I'm just kind of like, oh my goodness, let's just get on with this. And I was dragging myself through it. Because I really just wanted to get into another book.
So
I got through it.
So you're saying that the book needed a reboot?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I guess.
Oh wow.
Okay, Mom. You think you're a comedian?
But I'm just saying, that's all that kept sticking out in my head is you're saying reboot, and then you're like, I was dragging my feet. I'm like, oh.
No, it needs a reboot.
Oh no.
There's a second one to it. I don't know when I'm gonna pick that up, but
if ever.
If ever. If ever. Maybe I'll pick that book up in 120 years.
Oh man.
But I gave that one a 3-star, I believe.
So this next one, I was showing Charlotte right before we started filming this, and she's like, when did you read this one? I explained it to her before, so she failed me. I'm joking.
Actually, I don't think you explained that one at all.
I did.
Because you were explaining it again, and none of it, like...
Registered. Sure, your brain is filled with your own books, too.
None of it, like, sounded familiar, though.
Oh, okay.
That's, yeah.
Well, this one's called A Wolf in Sheep Clothing, and it's the Wolf Billionaire book series, which is book 1 by xoxox J. Now, I've heard about this author, never read this author. Really enjoyed this book thoroughly. I gave it a 4-star, and honestly just really love the concept. It talks about like women in business and women who aspire to be entrepreneurs, and just the struggles that they also face with other women as well as with bosses, and just all these different things. It just hit base, and of course it's a romance, so on top it was just really well put together, well written, and had a whole bunch of different things to keep you all the way interested. So xoxox J, you did it. You did your thing. Yeah. Okay,
this is the last one for me, actually. And it is... You're having to read the title of the book. Sincerely, Secretary of Doom by Jennifer Kropf. And this is the second book in the Fake Cafe series, or I think it's called the High Court of the Coffee Bean series. And Jennifer delivered again, okay? It was really, really cute. I love this. I read this, I think, in like 2 days. I brought it down for the holidays.
You got it over Christmas because you got it as a gift, right?
Yes, I got it as a gift from my sister. Brought it down for the holidays. We went to our families, and the book was glued to my hand.
We were playing board games, and Charlotte was there reading while we were playing family board games. Because she couldn't put the book down.
It was actually glued to my hand. Honestly, I couldn't. It was actually like I couldn't let go.
And I asked her what rating she would give it, and you said you'd give it like.
I give it 10 stars if I could.
Give it a 10 because she really enjoyed it.
It was so good. Please read these books. They're so cute. I love them. I just love them. And I think she also classifies it as a humorous fantasy. I'm like, I need to read more of these humorous fantasies, okay? Because I just love a funny book. But then I also love fantasy, and combining those two things, why not?
Oh, that's cute.
So that was my last book, y'all.
Okay, so for me, the last one that I'm including in this is called The In-Laws, and this one was a bit unhinged. I even wrote a little blurb on Goodreads, and I haven't been writing a lot of blurbs lately. I've just been putting in my ratings. What did I say? I said this book was a bit unhinged, but I really enjoyed it. The ending was predictable, though it felt kind of short for me, but overall I enjoyed it. It was a nice quick read that sucked me in, and that's all I'm gonna say. I did give it a 3.7 stars. So that was really it was really interesting, and just left there were things definitely left to the imagination, and just so weird.
Yeah.
Just one of those weird.
I will say it was entertaining to hear you know, it from you, because you were explaining to my sister and I
think you should read that one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll read that one.
Yeah.
I love a good thriller. Thrillers, I just get through.
I think you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any more books?
No, that's it, I think.
Oh, that's awesome.
So towards the end of the year, I did start reading 2 other books that were like holiday books, but I didn't end up finishing any of them. So these are all the ones that I actually got to finish. Yeah, I felt like it was a productive reading year, though I never met my goal. But at the same token, this mama is a mama of 5 that is in school. You know what? I'm glad I was reading.
Yeah. Right? Exactly. What was your goal for this year? What? I didn't hear you, Mom. I didn't hear. How many books did you read this year?
Honestly, I don't remember. I gotta go through.
I don't know
how many did I read?
You're at 35.
35? Okay.
That was good. It was good.
I think my goal was 50.
Your goal was 50.
You know these things more than I do.
I'm a Goodreads.
So what did you read?
So I read 32 books.
Yeah.
And my goal...
What did you set it? What did you set it at?
Y'all don't laugh, okay? My goal...
I want to know.
Was 75.
75? I'm done with her. What?
Well, okay, little did I know that I was going to have, like, I was going to be so busy with school.
That's true.
Because in the beginning of this year, I did have grade 12 courses in grade 11.
Yeah.
And then I'm in grade 12 right now. Thank you. So I am busy. What do I have this week? You know what I have tomorrow? You know what I have tomorrow? I have an exam tomorrow. That's why I'm not reading, okay? But yeah, I definitely set my goal high because, you know, we gotta set our goals high, right?
That's true.
But I am proud that I was able to read 32 books.
Oh yeah, for sure. We were both really busy. It was a chaotic year with just a lot going on. This is your year to prepare for like, you know, post-secondary school. Your mom brain is kicking in. Yeah, this is your year to prepare for post-secondary school and stuff, so you had to take, like, not that she didn't take school seriously before, but you really had to buckle down, and grade 12 is even more intense.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then you also had your orchestra on the side and all these different things. It's just like, it's just a lot. So yeah, for us to actually spend time outside of what we you know, with the little time that we did have to read, it just shows our love for books. So stay tuned for this year, where we're gonna tell you our reading goals for this year. I don't know what I'm gonna set mine yet. I'm gonna try and decide if I want to be like semi-realistic or if I want to reach for the stars.
Reach for the stars?
Reach for the stars.
You know, you see those people who are reading like 200 books.
200 books.
300 books.
300 books.
400. No, but I saw someone who read, I think, 1,000 books.
Stop it.
But I'm thinking,
how?
Hold on, you're not eating.
You're not sleeping.
You're not going to the washroom.
Whoa.
I mean, okay, I don't know. I just don't understand. I don't understand. You have to be like an extreme speed reader, maybe.
Yeah. I'm baffled right now. Okay, I thought when I saw 300 and 200, that was a lot. Oh my gosh. Anyways, on that note, we're gonna wrap up this video. Anyways, guys, I know this video is extra long, but we hope that we kept you entertained by sharing what we read throughout 2025. It's crazy that we're now in 2026, and I feel like it's flying by. So we need to get with reading real fast.
Exactly.
It's kind of like that joke. We need to get on that next week. I want to get on that keto. I need to get on that reading real fast. We have started. I started something yesterday, but I'm not very far in. So stay tuned for an update.
Exactly. And stay tuned for our next video, where we're going to be showing you guys the 26 books we want to read for 2026. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye y'all.